I hope Hollywood fails miserably and everyone loses their job. That's just an opinion. Sorry, YouTube. Opinions are still opinions. I have no sympathy for anyone in Hollywood right now. Even the right-leaning people. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to find another outlet to do your craft in, but not in Hollywood. Hollywood deserves to fail. It needs to fail. They've been pushing and peddling so much, and you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. They need to fail. They're miserable people. They hate you. Case in point, just look at any left-leaning Hollywood troglodyte out there. They hate you. No matter of fact, they say, well, if you don't watch our movie, then you're a racist. Oh. Well, look at how Tom Cruise treats his audience. Yeah, he's probably a lefty, most likely, but you don't really know. He doesn't actually broadcast it. Remember when Top Gun 2 came out? What did he do? He thanked the audience. Says, hey, I know we had a hard time. A lot of women through a lot. Hey, let's just, I produced a good movie. It should deliver well. Thank you for coming. Hey, Mr. Cruise, Tom Cruise, if I can call you that. Thank you for welcoming and coming to your movie. Thank you very much. But you don't get that from all Hollywood half-wits out there. No, they just tell you that if you don't like the new Snow White that's been race swapped, or the Little Mermaid that's been race swapped, or any other IPs that have been race swapped or gender swapped, if you don't like it, then you're a racist. You're a bigot and a phobe and blah, blah, blah. I think we're all tired of this by now. So that's why I say when Hollywood is out there trying to, or the writers are trying to score money, and then the actors are striking too. For what? What have you produced out there right now that deserves money, or you deserve a pay raise? We'll get into this here in a second, but AI is here to stay there, my fine feathered friends. And it ain't going anywhere. You know who's going somewhere? Writers and actors. Because guess what? AI and computers, they don't need time off. They don't need a break. They don't need workers' comp. They don't need a pension. They don't need a 401k. They don't. It's a stupid computer that you feed parameters into, and it spits out something on the other end. It doesn't need anything from you other than that. It needs some geeky dude or some, older Gen Xer like myself to just there you go. There's a premise for next week's show. Done. Next. You don't even have to pay me a lot of money, in fact. Pay me some money. But you don't need to go through all this genuflecting and saying, oh, these people... Yeah, they don't get paid a lot, the writers. But guess what? Most of those writers are left-wing douchebags. And they deserve everything that's coming to them. I hope they lose their job. I hope they lose their wife. I hope their kids leave them. I hope they're on the streets shooting up black tar heroin in the frickin' alley. I don't care about them. They have pushed so much woke ideology and bullcrap and signed, sealed, and delivered by the production houses that I'm supposed to just take what they're giving me? F you. So Tim Dillon comes out and spouts some truth, like he sometimes does. He says Hollywood and the machine is going to shrink now, and it should. It has to. There's 600 shows, and there's nobody watching a lot of them. It is not sustainable. Think about this. There is 600 shows, possibly more, that are on TV. That's a loose colloquial term. Right now. Which ones are good? Yellowstone, perhaps? Maybe. And it's all its offshoots, perhaps, if you like that kind of stuff. It's got some, cross-political, I guess, people like to watch it. And both sides of the political spectrum. That's what I'm trying to get at. And there was a show on Apple TV called Silo. It wasn't a bad show. I liked it. I watched all 10 episodes. Wasn't really many woke narratives pushed into it. Because the way the premise of the show is that it's just a bunch of people living in a silo underground, and the antagonist is you just gotta watch the show. It's pretty good. And he goes on to say YouTube channels like mine and others produce content, and if you don't like it, you just go somewhere else. You find what you like. And if you want to watch it for free, you can, and you know how. Just do a Google search, which is ironic in itself. He goes on to say shows like mine, his, cost a lot less to produce. Like mine, cost $0 to produce. Maybe a beer or two, but it doesn't cost me anything, just my time. And I work for free. He says, we have more people watching this than a lot of shows being produced by streamers for millions and millions and millions of dollars. Long term, the sustainability of the business model is being called into question. And it should. Think about the Nerdrotic and the Friday Night Tights. Look how many people watch that. And Holly's content. Or Geeks and Gamers. Or even Tim Pool, you could say, for that matter of fact. There's a lot of content, even comedy, out there right now that you can find on YouTube, and it's way better, 100,000 times better than anything SNL would ever put out. Anything. Hey, and if you don't like it, you unsubscribe, move on to someone else. I mean, simple as that. Think about Disney Plus. They're losing billions on their bullcrap. No one wants to watch a woke Boba Fett or Ashoka. No one wants to watch that bullcrap. I'm going to ask you this out there. Put it in the comments. What shows right now that are on CBS, NBC, ABC, etc. that come on at 9 o'clock that you watch regularly? Put it down in the comments. I don't watch any TV other than whatever I want to watch, binge watch. And it's not much, to be honest. I tried watching this one show on Netflix. The series escapes me. But I watched it. Within 5 minutes, it's like, nope, woke, and I went to something else. It's like, no way. I'm not gonna pay somebody to preach to me that I'm wrong, racist, bigot, all this other ists and phobes that I am if I don't watch their show. And if I do watch it, they just preach to me. I'm like, no, I don't want to be preached to. Just give me a good freaking story. How about that? And comes the AI. The comic also addressed one of the biggest battles raging in Hollywood. Will artificial intelligence, or AI, cost actors, writers, their livelihoods? Yes, and it should. They're not giving up on AI. If every industry in the world is using AI, Hollywood is not going to take a moral stand. This is the business that threw women into the fire pits for when they spoke up about anything except for a couple years ago, including that. Well, we care about humans and we don't want to displace any human beings. They're trying to accelerate AI so much they never have to see another actor or writer again. I'm sure they love that. Of course they would. Again, like I said, they don't have to pay AI time off. They don't have to give it paternity leave. They don't have to give it puberty blockers. It's an AI. It's a computer program. He segued to a topic a few, if any, Hollywood executives will broach in the public arena. Woke. You can't keep ruining everything with this crap where you're hiring people based on race, sexuality, and gender and the level of talent. Yeah, 100%. We all know that. But why does Hollywood keep pushing this woke ideology? Good question. Good question. I have no good answer for it other than they're trying to weather the storm, in my opinion. Meaning that they're still trying to push it like, well, the public is too stupid, so we'll just keep pushing this until it finally catches on and then everything will be fine again. No, it won't. No, it won't. Because there's people out there, including myself, that don't like to be preached to, don't like to be told I'm an islamophobe because I don't want to watch their bullcrap. And then get told that I'm all these bad things, but then please watch our shows because there's writers and actors out there that depend on... No, F you. F you. He says, I'm not saying you can't find both, he added. If you're going to do this thing where you remake movies so that the morality tales where people are going to learn lessons, audiences are just effing not going to watch them. They're not going to care. Exactly. Think about Top Gun again. What messages was put in there? Even if you're old, like if you're an old fighter pilot, you still got it. You still got it in you, or something like that. There was no woke ideology. Even the female pilot in there, yeah, she was good. Everyone knows she was good, and she had respect for them, and they had respect for her. She didn't have to go, well, I'm a woman, and how dare you treat me differently? No one treated her differently because they knew. Because pilots in the Navy it's a small niche group of people, and everyone pretty much knows everyone. This is going off military experience, all right? So I'm trying to say. So when they don't have to challenge her, like, well, you're not as good as me because I'm a man. And there was none of that crap. Just like it was like they pushed that to the side, like, we don't care about that. Let's just put a movie out there that people want to watch. Then he brought up the recent images of Snow White, a project that ditched 7 dwarves for the 7 diversity hires and 1 dwarf, or 6 diversity hires and 1 dwarf, or 7 diversity hires including a dwarf. There you go. And a Latinx actress, whatever. Do you know who's the new the Snow White? Dylan Mulvaney. Because nobody learns a lesson he cracked. She's coming to a screen near you. He then noted that most actors and writers aren't rich, famous, or handsomely compensated for their skills like A-list talents are. Once again, that's a theme few Hollywood journalists will explore. There's so much inequality in entertainment business right now, right? Even though it's, quote, a progressive liberal business, there's an insane amount of inequality. I guess, maybe, but in closing here, all I can do is look at this. Snow White. Snow White. The Brothers Grimm tale. Skin is white as snow. The lips is white, as red as a rose. Are you going to watch Snow White? The live action? No, I'm not. I know my wife isn't. She's sort of immune to all this stuff that I'm not immune to. She's not going to watch it. She has no desire to watch it. So who's the audience for this? I don't know. But I'm not going to pay Hollywood to keep telling me I'm a piece of crap. No. Go to hell. And I hope you lose your house, your business, your wife, your kids, and everything. I wish nothing but the worst for Hollywood.